Minute's applause in tribute to the late Wales manager, Gary Speed. Gary Teal's corner, headed back across goal by Mayer. There's Stephen Thompson, scoops it over when it looked easier to score. It was a well-worked corner, and when it landed at the feet of Thompson, you felt the net would bulge. It's McCausland under pressure, and there's a loose pass from McCausland. Johnny Hayes might profit, Goodwin couldn't get there. Couple of men in the middle, falls to Shinnie, and he punishes St Mirren. Andrew Shinnie's 6th goal of the season puts Cali Thistle in front, but this was all about St Mirren errors, and then a really cool pass and cool finish. Hayes and Shinnie combining, and the visitors lead at New St Mirren Park. Cali Thistle with their tails up. Ross Tokley. Hayes for Tansey. Tansey's done well. Sets up Hayes. There's Foran. He's just gone too early. Smashes it into the back of the net. And the assistant had his flag up. Perhaps wrongly. That's very, very close. Shinnie. Tokley. He spots Foran, who does well to get anything on that, and Shinnie's caught, falls back to Foran though. There's Tansey, a decent hit, just off target though. Samson didn't look too worried, nor does that man with his side a goal up. Gary Teal with the delivery, it's a good ball, it's a goal, it's Stephen Thompson. Well, he missed a real sitter earlier on. Well, there was no missing that one, completely unmarked. And a 4th SPL goal of the season for Stephen Thompson. St Mirren's late goal in the first half will give them confidence, you'd think, for this second half. And they're on the attack just now. Denied though, Stephen Thompson, a second goal. Wasn't the most powerful of hits, just tried to guide it beyond Essen. Hasselbank, and Tokley goes in with the feet up. That will be a free kick, and St Mirren with a chance to throw a few bodies forward as they look to go in front. It's Gary Teal who goes for goal, and Essen had to look lively to push that one over the bar. Teal almost catching the Cali Thistle keeper unawares. Danny Lennon and Tommy Craig, plenty to discuss. It's poor from Goodwin. Down goes Shinnie under the challenge of Haddad. It's clumsy from Haddad. Penalty might have been generous. Foran. Goal scorer Shinnie finds its way to Greg Tansey. Can hit them from there. On this occasion he goes towards Johnny Hayes, who does hit it, and Samson is beaten for the second time, and Cali Thistle back in front. And what a fine goal it was. He took it so early, Johnny Hayes, that Samson was caught off guard, and Cali Thistle have the lead once more. Haddad leaves that, Mackay might profit, out comes Samson, the open goal for Mackay, trickles wide. Well, he was really unfortunate there, Mackay, looking for a goal on his first start for the club, and he just lost his footing. St Mirren, perhaps the last opportunities. Thompson wins it, but Essen goes down and holds on to it. And St Mirren's chances look to be up.
Terry Butcher joins us on the line now from St Mirren Park, and congratulations, Terry.
Thanks, Richard.
Just be nice to hear another manager having to talk from the position of bottom of the league, I guess.
Well, it's not nice to hear any manager like that because we've been in that position for some time now. So we're off the bottom, and that's a lovely feeling. But we haven't had back-to-back wins all season. We've only beaten 2 teams, but we've beaten them twice, St Mirren and Kilmarnock. So we all know, Craig and myself and all the other managers down there, that we need to win football matches. So we've won today, a gritty performance, tough. Place to come, but we enjoy coming here. We've had some good results here. We stayed away last night, had the quiz and usual stuff. So I think we're going to stay away before the Dundee United match at home next week as well.
Yeah, I'm sure the players would enjoy that. Andrew Shinney has done so well for you, hasn't he? That's 6 goals already this season.
Yeah, he has done very well, and he's one of these players that you've got to fit into your side because he's a skillful player. He knows to play in that position, but just behind the striker, and he makes good breaks forward into the box, keeps the ball very well for you. Today, not quite his best game, but he did score. But I thought everybody was. I was very critical of the side last week in terms of not doing enough to get over the line, but I thought we had to do that today because St Mirren put us under intense pressure at the end. But we stood firm and cleared the ball and put our bodies on the line. And Billy Mackay had a great chance to make it 3-1 midway through the second half. Didn't quite do that, so there was always going to be pressure on us. But we've certainly played a lot better than that in games and lost. So sometimes it's nice to go the other way and not play as well as we can do and still pick up 3 points.
And a bit of class from Johnny Hayes with that winning goal, from what I saw.
Well, I was having the right go at Johnny Hayes. 1 minute he had 2 minutes to go, and then he had 5 minutes to go, and then he pops up with the winner. So he set one up in the first half. He scored the winner. And I still wasn't happy with the way that he played. So, but Johnny's the sort of player, and I said at half time to him, and I did say, actually one thing I said has come true. I did say, look, you could be our match winner today, Johnny. So, and he certainly was. But everybody was tremendous, and I think, look at the spirit of the team. It's a very young team as well, and 1 or 2 old codgers in the side, but not many. But, the youngsters have got heart, and they're learning more about each other all the time.
Now, talking of old codgers, Derek Ferguson was doing the game for us on the programme this afternoon. He was a little surprised you were making a couple of changes towards the end there. So what was the thinking behind that?
It's a waste of time, Richard.
We wondered whether it was that, but he felt there was too long to go just at that stage. He thought you would maybe be disrupting the team. They'd all been playing so well. He felt they were had you in a winning position. So pure and simple.
We're 2-1 up with 10 minutes ago. We didn't have a clue what to do, to be honest. So we just threw a couple of bodies on. But no, I mean, Billy Mackay played against Ross County in midweek on Tuesday, and he's not really had much of a chance this season. But he was tremendous in that match, and I thought, right, I'm going to pitch him in. Someone new, someone that St Mirren didn't know about. I thought he was excellent today. He ran his heart out and kept going very well. And I always planned to put on Gregory Taddy with about 30 minutes to go, just to use his legs and his pace and strength. But Billy was doing so well, so we decided to keep him on, and then Gregory came on and showed his pace and did very well up front on his own. But we also needed just to combat their sort of diamond system that they played, and Richie was on the left hand side, and we put on another midfield player to try and tie it down. So in the end, we're looking at things. I was delighted with the way things were going, but I think we just needed fresh legs out there. Morris said to me, try and make a change, get some fresh legs out there, and try and hold on.
Terry, it shows how tight this is, this table. You get that win, and the fact that Aberdeen lose, suddenly you leapfrog 3 clubs, not just Aberdeen, but Dunfermline and Hibs as well. You're within a few points of Dundee United, who you play next week. It's going to be really, really, well, I was going to say engrossing, exciting for those of us on the outside. I guess absolutely nerve-wracking for you guys.
Well, I wouldn't say it's engrossing for us. It certainly makes me drink, I know that. But it did. In the end of the day, we've been fortunate this week, and we've got the victory. And the other few weeks we haven't. And I normally do my walk of shame on a Sunday with my dog. So this week it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be nice just to get out there and say, well, look, we haven't lost. But every manager's the same. You can win games, and then the next week you lose games. So we have to be consistent, more consistent. I think if we are, which we want to be this month and the next month, and these next 2 months can be very good for us. Then we hopefully should climb the league after that. But it is tight. But if you put any kind of run together, any real decent run together, which is everybody's aim, you will shoot up this league.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Terry, safe back up the road. We gather there's a bit of snow up in Dingwall area, so presumably heading towards Inverness.
If you know your geography, we don't go as far as north as Dingwall.
That's
so I don't know where you get that from, but
that's why it was probably, if it's in Dingwall, it's not too far away, is it?
No, it's not too far away, but as long as the snow doesn't creep down the A9. But listen, we're going up to Rado usual, so if we get snowed in, we get snowed in. Yep.
Brilliant. Enjoy, Terry. Thank you.
Cheers, then. Take care.
Danny, obviously disappointment, the defeat today. How would you assess the team's performance in that game?
Well, there wasn't really a performance out there today in the standards that we've set this season, in the brand of football that we like to play, and that is something now coming into difficult weathers, difficult elements, and other influences that you can't really control. And what we've got to do, better is when we don't get our own way in the way that we like to go and play, and if it's not happening for us, is to still learn how to go and try and see a game of football out and try and pick up points by doing the ugly side even better.
You could have been in front early on because Stephen Thompson missed a glorious chance for you that could have put you in front.
Yeah, it was a wonderful opportunity, and by Stephen's standards, he'll be very, very disappointed in that. But he kept at it. He got his rewards for that just before half time, taking us back in. And what we have to do is to give ourselves an opportunity. I'll take total responsibility in the way that we're trying to play football at this football club. And again, we give Inverness a very, very much a helping hand, and the opening goal, and very much punished for that. But as I say, that's something that myself, my staff, my group of players will sit down, will reflect, and how we take this forward. That when things aren't going our way, that we've then got to make sure that we stick together like glue.
Is there a case that you maybe try to overplay it, and particularly in conditions like this, it's maybe not the time to take that wee chance?
Yeah, I certainly think that was apparent today, John, at times. And at times the ball's just got to go into areas. And for the brand of football that we have played this season, for the brand of football that we've given you guys, that we're giving our home support, it's maybe not what they expect at times, but we've maybe got to take these into consideration. I've still got my strong beliefs in the game and the way that we play, but we must still give ourselves that opportunity to see games out. We can't go and gifting teams one goal at a start weekend and get off on the wrong foot. And with that, we must remain true to our identity, but at the same time not shoot ourselves in the foot every week.
What about half time? You made a change, Lee Mayer coming off, David Barron getting his opportunity. Was that tactical? Was that an injury, or what was it?
No, it wasn't an injury. It was just a decision that we'd made, and Lee's been fantastic for us this season. And we went to a 4 there, as we anticipated that they would perhaps maybe come with 4 and tidy up there. That didn't happen for us, so we adapted and we made changes at half time. And we started off the second half in reasonable manner, and it was disappointing in the manner and the way that we lose the second goal, because we're in very, very comfortable possession and looking to go and create ourselves. And that's what wee boy Hayes has in his locker. He's been very, very quiet all game, and then he gives you a brilliant goal like that, and he also has a big influence in the first goal also.
And I think that's about the first time this season that you've lost back-to-back games, Danny, so are you getting concerned?
It's always a concern when you lose games, and you always try to analyse on how you're going to improve for the next one, and that brings a challenge on for us, John, with that being back to back, and something that we've not suffered this season in the SPL. So we'll work relentless come Monday. We'll reflect on it. We'll sit down as a group and discuss it. And we'll go and we'll work very, very hard to make sure that we put it right next Saturday.